Hi guys, can you hear me? Oh my gosh, it's the first time I'm doing this by myself. Wait, can you hear me? Can someone comment? Yes, I can hear you. I sound like a Zoom meeting. But anyway, welcome to my last hour on the show. I don't know why my face is so close also to this camera. I feel like it should be wider shot. Anyway, guys, please let me know if you can hear me. Yay! Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Lex, for validating me. I'm so not used to my face being this close, guys. Hi. Yes, it is my last show today as well, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of it. I also do have JC Teves in the house. Yes, and his dog. I'm just kidding. He's the same person. He's here also in the booth, so we're gonna talk to him also later on. And reminisce my life on radio. This is my story. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my, is this how people go live like on TikTok? Because I swear, what else will you talk about? I'm at a loss for words for sure because it's a little intimidating, but I guess there's a first time for everything. Hello to Timothy as well. I know Timothy, he always comment first, like on Heard on Thursdays. Thank you very much. Also, hi to Rogart, who is locked in. Thank you for catching this live stream. Forgive me if I sound so awkward because again, I am out of my element. But maybe who knows? Because I did this, I might do more when I am on TikTok more. But yeah, so actually, I've been trying to figure out like if I was actually going to cry. I honestly don't know because I don't. It's not that I'm not sad, diba? Di ba ganon? But it's like I'm not. It's not that I'm not sad. It's just you feel a lot of gratitude. Oh, well, she went deep. But you do, and it's this opportunity again is just really amazing, right? Because not a lot of people get to do this. A lot of people dream of being on radio, but not everybody who dreams it actually gets to do it. And I just had like a crazy dream when I was in high school, and then eventually heard of an audition, and then I did it, and without the expectation of actually getting in. So, yeah. I hope you guys are gonna stick with me until the last hour. Lex is asking why I'm leaving. I will answer all your questions in a bit. May mga sound effects sa background. That's just JC being JC. We're also saying hi to Russell, to Ian Caps. I'm sorry, what did I do? Hi to Rogart, who's listening from Saudi Yarn. Wow. Also, hi to who else is locked in? We're saying hi to Mitch as well. And also, yeah, to everybody who is here. I feel like I've mentioned you guys. But yes. Oh my gosh, it's so weird doing this solo. But wait, let me just go ahead and do a ano muna, time check. Let me go ahead and do a time check while I mute this kasi, it has to be on radio lang. So let me do that in a little bit. I'll do that actually in 3 minutes. But anyway, you guys have any questions? Go ahead, ask me now. Now is the time to do it. There's no other time to do it but now. Get to know the one who is leaving today of all day. Also, hi to Boyet, to Milea. Milea, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Milea. Lay and Tammy. Hello, Lay and Tammy. Hi guys, what's up? So I did na Milela. I shouted them out. Don't worry, I got you. So anyway, does anybody else had like have dreams of like being on radio or at least like being one of those content creators who seem to be just, why do they have it all figured out? How do they do what they do? I was like that. We didn't have content creators back then, but you just knew a lot of confident people. You just knew a lot of confident people and just seemingly unafraid to be on the mic or also on on camera. And I was always a shy type, which is, I mean, sometimes I still am shy. But then now it's because of this exposure, because of exposure therapy in the form of radio. I was able to grow out of it eventually. Yeah. So, yes, it's really, it's surreal. It's surreal like when you actually um get in radio, it's like, "Oh, I made I made it. I made it in the audition. I actually passed all the challenges and then now I'm a finalist and now I get to be on air." Sometimes it's still kind of crazy that people, you get the chance to, "Hi, oh look, it's Rhea. Okay, now she's crying." Yes, and now she's gone. But yeah, she is here. Also Rhea. We'll talk also to Rhea, hopefully. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's really, it's just like one of those things that you never would have thought would happen. But it only will happen if you actually shoot your shot. That's really all it is to it. You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know what's gonna happen unless you actually make the first step. Diba? Ano to podcast? Okay. All right. Let's get to questions after I do this song spawn. But yeah, just keep those questions coming, monsters. And for those who don't know, yes, I'll also let them know that I am also live on Facebook and YouTube and on Twitch. All right. One moment, please. Okay. So back to original programming here. There we go. I heard you guys. I saw also. I was on mute. There, I fixed it. Told you. So the reason why I'm leaving Monster. So the reason why I'm leaving is because I felt like it was time. Like sometimes you don't really know. Like it's really different for each individual. But sometimes you get to that point when you're like, if I don't do something now, then I might not ever do it ever. And so for me, that step has always been, what am I going to do about Hot Tub Bakery? Hot Tub Bakery has been in my life for 10 years, even more than. I've been a baker since I was 12. I started selling when I was in my 20s. But even before, like, I would have family, of course, have me bake stuff for them, diba? And then, um, but yes, but I never felt confident enough to push everything else aside and then focus on Hot Tub Bakery. And then I still managed though to, because of also being on radio, I was able to have time to kind of build it again, rebrand it. It used to be Batter and Dough, guys. And then now someone else's business is called Batter and Dough. I did not patent it. But yes, so that's what happened. And what else? It was really like at that point this year that I decided like, you know what? I seem to be like this brand seems to be doing well. And I think it's also being in radio that it's helped me build confidence in myself, in the things that I make, whatever I put out there. And then, you know, so that's when I decided to go like I think it's time to go full time on this and like really invest in my time and effort in this just to see how far I can take it. And then on top of that, I also what became a certified relationship coach last year, last May, and I still haven't started it. Like that's been the goal. And that's also why the deep dish was created. It was patterned to me becoming a relationship coach. But then I never felt confident enough to do it. Sometimes I still don't. It's still kind of crazy. Um Even if you feel like you've done the work, you have learned the tools, are so knowledgeable that my mother is calling. Why? I will message her. But yes, I was just so I don't know, what do you call that? I had imposter syndrome. I had imposter syndrome. That's it. And I wasn't really sure and confident if people were gonna want to listen to me. So but then this year I also decided, okay, if I'm going to go all out in Hata Bakery, I should also go all out in my coaching. So with you guys, if you guys have any questions about relationships, now would probably be the time. If not, I will start charging. The joke lang. Or you can also schedule like, discovery call, diba? If you guys don't know what discovery calls are, that's like usually 30 minutes. And most of the time, that is free. It lets the coach know kasi if this coaching is for you, you know. So there, that's the reason why I'm leaving. And of course, it's just really it doesn't mean that I am unappreciative of, my life and my career here in radio. In fact, like it has influenced so much of my life. I would probably still be an extra introvert if I didn't end up on radio. Okay, so next question. What's on Hata Bakery this Saturday? Well, if you guys are gonna be on at Salcedo in tomorrow from like 7 a.m. ish till 1 p.m. I will have bagels. I will have whatever's left of my cookies. I will have frozen custard pies, which is key lime and calamansi pie, and then also bars, which are my rap lines. No, bars as in like brookies, brookies and munchies. Munchies people don't really know about because that's something that like I kind of invented because I just wanted to play around. Munchies is basically a peanut butter oat based bar, blondie, if you that's how you want to call it. And then it also has a ganache of chocolate or like chocolate on top of it, and then with potato chips and pretzels. So it's salty and sweet and peanut butter. So if you got a craving for all of those things, that's why it's called a munchie. Maybe it's just me, but then some people like it. Magiging bagel queen ka na ba? I hope so. I hope so. Right? And it's so like I love that scene in Soul when he was just playing the piano and it's just an otherworldly experience when he gets so in the zone. That's me and my flow when I am making bagels. Like it's very nice and it's very experiential. Experiential? Is that the word? But yeah, like you just there's just so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm talking so much. Wow, for the first time I'm talking so much. Okay. What else? What else are the questions? Wait, let me go to the bottom. Carla Aguas? Oh, narinig mo? Oh, si JC nandyan din. Oh, yan. Papasok. JC, insert. Hi daw. Yun oh. JC. Oh, Carla, where you at? Hi. Who is this master chef baker genius? I'm surprised he didn't say master baker. But anyway. That's for another conversation. Anyway, wait, what is the question that I was looking for, you guys? So yeah, that's on and that's on Hot Tub Bakery at Salcedo. That's usually gonna be like the standard menu of what I'm gonna have. Yeah, relationship coaching. I know, like, there's not a lot of people who are relationship coaches here, mostly life coaches, and so it is a niche um field to be in. But if like you like whoever enters like relationship coaching, like, you just got to be open with realizing that, hey, you know what, Taylor Swift is right, maybe you are the problem too. Because that's what I discovered when I went through this journey of my own to become a relationship coach. Relationship chief. Relationship coach. So, Timothy is asking, do you want to be a TV host in the future? I won't be against that. I won't be against that. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Sure. A little nerve wracking. Yes, this is already like, this is a very intense moment for me. Just to be on screen and by myself as well. It's kind of crazy. Also, what else? Yes. So funny story. So JC, of course, he used to host TDS, and we'll see him from time to time here in the booth. And then a while ago we were talking about, like, what was everybody's last songs, the ones who left. And then also I remembered Lexi's, I don't remember JC, what was anong mic yan? To JC, what was your ano?
My last song?
Yeah.
My last song was Suitcase by Before You Exit because it was the first song request that I ever granted.
Oh,
And it was like
okay.
in the lyrics, sakting lyrics.
Naalis ka.
Yeah.
All my bags are packed and ready to
Yeah.
go. Ganon.
Leaving on a jet
Okay.
plane.
I am leaving. Hindi naman. Wait lang. Okay, wait. I don't want to scare anybody. But yes, so there. So JC's last song was Suitcase. And then Carla, I remember because like James commented here. Carla's last song was Jose Marie Chan, Christmas Song. There we go. I thought it was Michael Bublé, but it was a Christmas song.
Jose Marie Chan?
Yes. Jose Marie Chan in classic Carla move. But anyway, ano pa? How did you become a relationship coach? Oh, well,
Well,
heartbreak, 'di ba? That's how it starts. Sorry, naka-mic pala, naka-mic on pala si JC. Okay lang, pang sound effects.
well.
So I became one because I was heartbroken, and I was like, how does anybody get out of this? Or like, how can I stop this cycle of me just ending up in the same place? In the same place with the same people. It's the same pattern, different face, diba? And like, I was at that point, I was like, I have had it. I had that moment. And then I would see all of this content online, just like the reassuring ones, like, you'll get over it or whatever. And then also, I, there came a time the algorithm changed entirely into something about, like, these coaching tips and these videos of content creators, of coaches as well. And then that's made me realize, how come this information is not popular or it's not mainstream. And because of all of those, tips and pieces of advice, like, I was learning so much about myself. And then again, it was like, how else are going to people know, how else are people going to know about this if they have to, like, search for it talaga. Sometimes it's just Google, but then now, I mean, you realize, like, social media, like, all the information is there. There's so many sources that you can find on there too. And then um because I was also talking to so many coaches on Heard on Thursdays at the time, and there was a time that I just kept inviting coaches left and right because it was helping me. It was self-indulgent, but also I knew that, there were people who probably needed to hear advice as well, who knows. But yeah, it was just something that was painful at the time, and then wanting to utilize again that those emotions, those experiences into, becoming somebody who is more self-aware, a little bit healthier in the way that she chooses the people that she dates. And let me tell you, it took a while. It took a while. I was in the program for like 18 months, even after I was still making mistakes until I came across somebody from opposite side of the world. Yeah, ganun. Anyway, so there. That's how I became a relationship coach. Um also okay, so on YouTube, it's so funny. On YouTube, Porter Dental. That is my mom's clinic. Shout out to you guys. Mom at the Isa. Wait, Mom at the Isa. Pia James. Also baby Rory. And then at the Maricar, at the Lisa, Sui, at the Jean. If you guys are there, yes. Yes. I see your post. Hello po, Ma'am Nikki. That's how they that's how they greeted. Yes, I'm so glad. Favorite HOT episode. Oh my gosh, you learn so much from the people that you talk to, and just being open even to so many different topics. And if you guys also are wondering, like, if you want to learn how to ask questions better, or if you want it, I know this is like, unsolicited advice, but it's my time. But I mean, if you guys all want to learn how to interview, or if you guys are still maybe confused, or sometimes you feel stuck, diba? When you're interviewing someone, I feel that way also. It happens. I always say you have to lean in with like curiosity. So whenever there's something that they're explaining, first try and clarify it in your own words. So what I'm hearing is blah 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 blah. Did I get that right? And then from there you can do like a follow up of that realization. And like how did you think about that? Like, did you have an experience that was similar to that kind of thing? And then yeah, so you just have to you ask questions by leaning into curiosity. It's the same thing with relationships, FYI. You got to lean into that. Sometimes if you feel like they are not reacting, or they are reacting in something that's a little hysterical, but then it was a simple ask, you got to ask like, I'm sorry, where is this coming from? I understand you're upset, but I feel like there's more to this, diba? Because I feel like it's not just me that you're projecting here. But yeah, there we go. Okay, that's enough advice for now. But let me know if you guys have questions also. And yeah, it's 35 minutes. 35 minutes too late. 35 minutes until the last song. Yes. Everyone has been asking what my everyone has been asking what my last song is. I know it already. Ito na. Yay. Thank you. Tapos yung ano ko, yung ano, dry clean. Joke. Joke. Wala pala. Ano yan? Ah, liit naman. Okay. But anyway, yeah. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, Ria, for my matcha. She's a matcha girly. Is there anybody else who's a matcha? Wow, I feel like TikToker in the making. Who's this matcha fan? Oh my gosh. So John Paolo wants to ask, who's your favorite guest and heard on Thursdays? Oh yeah, I didn't answer that question from the previous one. My favorite guest? I know I missed a lot of HOT, not gonna lie. But then even with the sheer number of people that you have interviewed through Heard on Thursdays, it's pretty, yeah, crazy the number of people that you get to meet and get to interview. Oh my goodness. My favorite, you know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna go through the playlist as well. But sige, skip muna. I will search for it. Um, yes. Correct, Ina Ocampo. I'm playing buttons because I felt like it went well with sports car because it's the same energy. I think you know what this telling you to loosen up. Oh, diba? Parang ganun lang. All right. All right. We will have some messages. Messages talaga from people that I have worked with later on. And honestly, me saying that is so weird. It feels out of pocket. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the music so far if you guys are on radio. If you guys aren't hearing me or if it's just music. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hello guys. That took a turn. I don't know what I did, but it worked that way. Um what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Does this happen on live stream that you forget what you're going to say? But okay, what else? What else? What else can I share? Being on radio is really just a privilege. Hi, Soonjock Jazz. So the Soonjocks who are in here right now. We've got Soonjock Jazz, Soonjock Helena, and Soonjock Levy who are here with me for moral support. I super appreciate you guys making the time to make it here, of course. Especially Soonjock Jazz also. It's not your training day, and yet she insisted. Like, kawawa naman yung patience mo. Iniwan mo yung patience mo para to make it. No, I'm just kidding. You're on break. She's a good doctor to be, okay? So if you want to hit her up, make sure she has passed the boards first. Okay? All right. Um what else? James CB says we were seated beside you when you hosted Novocaine. Most intense monster movie premiere I have seen. Nice hosting too. Thank you. Favorite MMP. Favorite MMP for me that I hosted or that I watched. I think I think I think the most fun one because I was able to play around with the script is what was it? Mean Girls. Mean Girls because I was adding like so many lines from the movie so that it was more relatable and more, with my personal touch of course of like, hosting it even if it's just, for like 2 minutes or less just to hype everybody up. I felt like that was fun. I felt like I did a good job there. I pat myself in the back for that. Again, wait, where are we? Ah, guest. Guest on Heard on Thursdays. Tama nga. Okay, so here we go. Let me go through the playlist. The playlist. Let's go through the list. Ano ba? I can't I remember my very first uh hosting my very first guest on Heard on Thursdays because JC had just left and then I had to take over Heard on Thursdays. And I thought it was scary at first, but then I was like, okay, no, this is a different genre of radio. This is just like talking, right? And so for me as an introvert, okay, I have to talk more. I have to learn how to ask questions. So I took it as a challenge, and then I moved on from there. And then Cherry Pua Africa, she was my first guest actually, and I was like so visibly nervous. I was like, this is my first time hosting Heard on Thursday. But I think I pulled it off. And then of course over the course of 2.5 was it 2.5 years? 3 years? Yeah. It's been like I can say that I have improved in my line of questions and not relying so much on the guide questions also. And yes, there. We are actually sige, we'll go live on radio also after this track. The track playing is Laro Somebody. And yeah, we'll talk on air so that we can talk to some people here in the booth as well. It's just gonna be me and the camera kasi walang ibang camera na nakaset up. So maybe we can make that happen with tech. Who knows? or baka it's just gonna be me. So it's okay if it's just gonna be me, guys, because I don't know when the next time you're gonna see my face on like this. So um yeah. Yeah. So let's do that. We'll go live after this song. We'll go live on air. Also, let's look at Telegram and on Viber. We're saying hello to Justin Sayana, to Rai, hello. Also, bakit ka galit sa akin, Rai? Bye, Nikki, may period sa end. Bakit? Anong ginawa ko sa'yo? Also, hi to Clyde and to Meow. That's the name. Hi to, who else? To Michael, to Mark Eusebio as well. And Ina Ocampo says, Ate Reg, if you're listening, pahingi ng camera. Yes, pahingi ng camera. Indeed. Thank you. Thank you, Timothy. We will never forget you. Di ba yun yung song, Hindi kita malilimutan. All right, that's enough. Let's go live on radio. Monster RX93.1. That was what was that song? What was that song? Lotto with somebody, right? Yes, I am live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch, and now on radio as well. I wanted to accommodate those who were listening on radio. So yes, we've been talking a lot. Maybe I should have shared it on air too. Like why I was leaving. It was all on live stream lab. Why I'm leaving, and then also why I chose coaching. But yeah, why I'm leaving is because I am going to be going full time doing hot tub bakery. I'm gonna be a full time baker and then also a full time coach. I just hope there are people to coach. I hope you guys are game to be coached. And yes, and then seeing what else, I can do with my life, 'di ba? Ay ganun. Okay, so there are people on board, not on board, in the booth with me as well. So you already heard JC. Hello,
Hello,
JC.
hello, hello, hello.
Ayan.
Love you, love you.
Nag- love you, love you, love you too. But yes, okay. So fun fact about JC. I didn't honestly, bro, if I can just say, I
Yeah.
didn't feel that close to you when in
That's messed
2019.
up, man. Why?
I don't, because I felt like we only got closer like during the pandemic. Because it was just like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, kasi I felt no because like and you were also with Lexi, 'di ba?
Yes,
And
yes.
so it was
Wait,
such
can we
a
say her name on air? Ano ba yan?
pwede
Just kidding.
na,
Hi,
grabe.
Lexi. Love you.
Yeah, so it was just but then of course like when you meet JC, he's a very just like, "Hey, what's up?" Like I'm JC. Hindi naman ganun that energy. But like more like just chill like, he'll talk to you. He'll
Yeah.
talk to you. And yeah, it was really so interesting just meeting you and knowing there was one I remember, like
Yeah.
memories.
Keep saying nice things about me. I
Yeah,
love it.
no,
Keep,
I
keep
don't know
doing
if
it.
this is a nice thing though. So there was one time, what's the name of that guy who did that dance?
Ah,
The
si
one
ano, si
the one with the
Dante
tattoo or something.
Galapa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
like that. And then the whole office was actually watching you while you were like this was like your opening for TDS for daily survey. You were with Lexi, and then you were doing like you were just
The
talking
Birdman thing.
the Birdman while you were on the mic, and we're like, what is he
Uh,
doing? Yeah, that's how JC is. He's just like baliwala lang with like whatever. Dante Galupa. There
yeah,
we
that's
go.
the one. That's the
There we
one.
go.
Tama, tama.
So if going live was such a thing back then, probably you would have like a lot of people would have locked in and you would have
For
done
the
that more
bird dance.
for the bird. But yeah, so there. And then ano pa ba? Ano pa ba, JC? Ano ba yung mga memories?
What did we do, man?
Crazy.
Movies. We always talk about movies.
Yeah,
TV show. We
true.
bonded over Ted Lasso.
Oh my god, yeah, you guys
Yeah.
should watch Ted Lasso. Sabi daw ni Alec, gulapa. Sorry. Galupa. Sinabi ni Ma. Sorry.
It's been a while since he's been in the spotlight.
Right. Yeah, he might actually have a comeback. Who knows? Kasi di
Oh.
ba, why are you crying
Christopher
again?
Diwata,
Di ba?
yeah. You never know.
Vampire,
Someone
right?
make it happen.
Di ba?
You should do it.
What happened, Bella? That's enough. But anyway, okay, so we have JC here. We also have some student jocks who are also here. We have student jocks Helena, Mike 3 and 4 are on. And student jocks Helena, Levy, and Jazz are here. Hi.
Hi.
What's
Hi.
up? Oh,
One is
Struggling.
about to cry.
no, it's
Uh-huh.
okay.
One just did her
I'm
makeup.
doing my best, trying to hold back the tears. I've cried enough.
Yeah, student jock Helena, it's okay.
Oh,
I hate it worse.
come on.
But yeah, it's also sometimes it feels very rewarding also when you see the growth of your student jocks. When
Aw.
you when you invest your time in them.
That's true.
Because imagine even before student jock Helena, student jock Jazz was here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, she needs an award.
Pre-med, no? You were
The
here,
longest.
like you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, pre-med.
And Nikki was also your first.
She wasn't, but
Oh.
she came in the show after.
It's
I
okay.
was in. Yeah.
I'm not offended. But anyway, no, but yeah. So it like when Student Jock Jazz came in, I wasn't training her, but Student Jock Helena, she was with me.
I
the
was
first time
birthed by
here.
Nikki in the world of radio.
Birth.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And then Student Jock Levy,
The shortest.
poor Student Jock. And Student Jock, actually, that's funny. Student Jock Jazz here is probably one of my longest Student Jocks
Uh-huh.
running, and then Student Jock Levy has only been with me for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 or 3
Mhm.
weeks.
Oh, right.
But yes, hopefully you had some takeaways.
I did.
naman.
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. So there. It honestly feels it feels weird to have to ask you guys because yesterday, who was it? Like Student Jock,
JC and Nick.
JC and
Yeah.
Nick. Like someone asked, what are their parting words?
Oh, parting
Oh.
words.
No pressure, no pressure. I don't want to be super.
Or like
ano.
favorite memory. That's
Yun na lang,
cute.
yes.
Yeah,
Yun
'cause
na lang.
feel
I would
parting
agree
words-
with that.
Yeah, I would
Mhm.
tear up if we talked about goodbyes right now.
I know.
Go.
But it's nice to remember. Mine would definitely be Nikki, of course. It's Coldplay.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I was so sad that morning,
Mhm.
but I was really meant to train.
Mhm.
So, ang galing. Like, oh my gosh, the universe really does things, right? I was
Yeah.
supposed to sub-train that day.
Mhm.
And then that was also the day of the concert.
Yeah.
I already told Nikki like weeks before that I had tickets, blah blah blah. I brought
Mhm.
from a friend, blah 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 blah. But the tickets never came.
Mm.
But I
Oh.
never paid for it, so it's okay. I didn't
Okay.
get
Okay.
scammed.
I got worried.
It's just that on that day, I remember waking up. I was kind of sad because today's the day of what could have been.
Mm.
Da, da, da. And then Nikki was like, parang I said something about me sub training stuff like that, and then you said, oh, by the way, how are you gonna get to Coldplay
Right.
later? And I was like, oh, Nikki, I'm not gonna go anymore. Da, 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 da.
Mm.
And then
Oh yeah, okay. So
That's
to
how it
continue that
happened.
cuento,
yeah,
what day was it? Tuesday, Monday,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And I all of a sudden, like I think it was Sir Rafi who came in the booth, and then he was like, it's like, okay, I have 2 tickets to Coldplay. Do you want it? And I was like, Sir, wait lang. And then I was like, okay, I need
Transpo.
transpo to
Yeah.
get there.
Mhm.
And so I
Filipino
messaged.
Arena.
I know about Helena's situation with the tickets, so I
Yeah.
messaged her. I was thinking about actually. Okay, no offense, but I did
Yeah,
message
of
other
course.
people also. But-
Of course, I understand.
But because they didn't come through, like it
Oh.
got it like it was meant for you.
Oh,
Diba?
Nikki, we're meant to be.
And I'm switching up
Yeah.
the mics.
Yay.
No, but
Favorite
it was actually it worked out really well because
Right.
I needed a ride also, and Helena wanted a ticket.
Yeah.
So it wasn't transactional, but then it was just like really like
Meant
it
to
worked
be.
out really
Uh-huh.
well.
Yeah,
It
that's
worked out
true.
really well. So
I have
Yun.
another wholesome. Can I share another one? Please, super
It's
fast.
soon,
Someone just
Jacqueline.
super fast.
okay, go.
Because I'm gonna tear. I'm gonna bottle everything up. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Another
Fine.
one was when I was in the elevator. I wasn't
Mhm.
under you anymore. I think I was with
Mm.
either Gail or Ria. So
Mm-hmm.
I was training with them, and then it was like weeks after I got promoted to being the head.
Yeah.
And then you were like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, congratulations!" Da, da, da. And then you were like, I'm so proud of you that you finally found your voice.
Oh.
I'm gonna remember that forever and ever and
The
ever.
Nikki
Thank you,
seal
Nikki.
of approval.
So yeah, thank you, Nikki. We
Yeah.
love you. Okay,
Oh.
Jazz, your turn.
Oh my goodness, way to put me on the spot there.
Well, you made it here. So.
The entire time student jock Helena was talking, I was thinking about my favorite moment, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's too many, but I feel like the most memorable one yet would have to be our last training together.
It's introduction.
Yeah, with you, and because it was really, I don't know, I felt like I was happy, sad the entire time.
Aw.
And it felt like
Aw.
more of a bonding thing in training more
Yeah.
than like an actual training. So
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that. And yeah, that was actually, I also enjoyed that show, honestly. Because whatever it was we were talking about off air,
yeah,
we talked about on,
exactly.
we just repeated it. And then we talked a little bit more about it. So it was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Sujac Levy, it's okay. I don't have to ask you.
I do have
It's
one.
literally-
But I do
Dude,
have
oh,
one.
you do have one.
But
Okay.
I do have one. No,
Okay.
it's the first train. It's if it's Jazz most memorable is her last session with
Last.
you.
Mm.
Mine is the first
Mm.
because I was stuck in traffic in C5, so I arrived here at the last hour of the show.
Oh, yeah.
But-
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
Nikki was surprised because someone was training with her that day.
Right. Right.
But I had so many I learned so many lessons in just that 1 hour with you,
Mm.
and I still carry them today.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sige nga, name one.
yeah. It's something about it's a relationship advice. So
Oh, so on brand. So on brand.
I like FYI, the student jocks, like their bill is running
yeah,
That's true.
Mhm. You got a lot of debt.
when it comes to relationship advice. But I'm always happy to give it naman. It's
Mhm.
always
Yeah.
it's always fun. Yeah. Okay, wait, okay. So we will go back to we'll just go to a quick break, monsters. But for now, we will go a little we will still be live, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch as we go back to more music for now, at least at 3:44. This next track is brought to you by Mega Finale. Fun na all gaming for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly. Jenny and Dua Lipa with Handlebars on the Monster. Hello, I'm back. All right. Okay, so we are back here on the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I really have to get around that question of who's my favorite HOT guest. I can't leave without saying it. But I swear it's just like there's so many, honestly, and I don't mean that. I don't say that lightly because you just learn so much from the people that you talk to on the Monster on Heard on Thursdays. Ayun kasi yung tab. Ano ba yan? Okay, okay, here we go. Let us look through the list. Okay, my most memorable. You guys can take here. I mean, sorry, I'm talking to the jocks who are here. I have Gail, Aubrey, and Ria. Fun fact, they were all student jocks. Yeah. Oh my god, they're all twinning. And then yes, so we can hang out with them as well. Um guys, ang hirap. Ang hirap. Okay. Okay, maybe I do have a I feel like favorite kasi is too much to say. I will say sige top 3 na lang kung okay lang. Top 3 na lang. I would have to put who is it? I would have to put Ian Santos. Ian Santos is my sommelier friend. That was the first time we ever did a different setup of Heard on Thursdays, and it was like the desk. I don't know if you guys remember the live stream. It was a desk, two chairs, and then we had a bunch of wines that we were trying out, and that was a lot of fun because it was just you're testing out these wines and you're talking also about like it was educational and fun at the same time. So that's one. Also, I would say Mm, I would say, oh my gosh, I don't remember. I'm going through the list, guys. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I think also Nick Madrinian. Nick Madrinian is a money mindset coach, and she pretty much blew my mind when it came to like money and like how limited your mindset can be, which affects also the way that you handle money. And then you kind of realizing like you got to have this like mind shift so that you can actually be able to handle your finances in some way, or like actually learn how to navigate through it. And I swear, financial literacy, please include it in high school classes. Please, for the young ones to have a chance. Parang ganon. Mm, James is asking, did I not get drunk or tipsy after the Herd on Thursdays with Ian? No, no, because I can handle my liquor or wine. No, and it was really just a lot of fun, and it was better also because Ian and I are good friends, and I was able to learn a lot, and also he gave me the wine spot at the end of the show, so that was nice. Hi, Gino Santos! Oh my gosh! San ka, bro? Gino Santos. Oh my gosh. Uh he was the partner I had for Good Vibes pretty much like mid-pandemic na. And then it was I'm your biggest fan daw. Ganon. But yeah, so like one thing I'll remember about Chino is that he loves to play the devil's advocate. And it was like because of Chino, I will say that is the reason why I learned how to argue. But it was always like, but it was always like fun. I mean, like we're still good friends now, diba? And so it's just really it's also nice, and it's honestly, it's a good thing to have that kind of perspective, to have a devil's advocate. Okay, so what if though, diba? And that's a good friend to have. Kind of just like, allowing you to see different sides of current situation. So, yay, Chino. um I remember also how he closes right here on the monster. That's how he would close. I'm not joking. Oh, nahiya na siya. The joke. But anyway, yeah. Good times, man. Also, we're saying hi to who else? To Jewel, to Elaine. Oh, we learned a lot from HOT. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you were able to stay up that late. It was like 11 to midnight before. And now it's 10 to 11. All right. Zup also Paul, who messaged on Facebook. All right. So we're going to go live on radio again in the next 30 seconds. So, yeah, join me. Join me in my final moments on air. Hindi naman super sad, but, of course, Like it's really a mix of emotions. Like I don't even know how to. I don't know what my body wants to decide to do. But anyway, we're gonna go live now. Okay, okay, here we go. All right, that was Calvin Harris here on the Monster with blessings. That's a nice way to actually, start off the last time I'm gonna be talking on air. Diba? No, because really it's really it really is a blessing to be on radio. Like I said earlier, like not a lot of people like a lot of people have the dream to be on radio, to be a content creator, to be successful at it as well. But not everybody gets to actually manifest that and make it happen. And so for me to know that this has happened for me, it's still crazy. It's still crazy. So now of course we're gonna bring to the stage. We have Ria, we have Gail, we have Aubrey as well, who are joining me forcibly on air. All mics are on. All mics are hot. Oh. Yung mga That's Gail. Because I'm the only one with the camera. I can't. But yes. So, hey guys.
Hi.
Yeah. Gail, why are you standing? Okay.
Ay, puta. Oh.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen. It was a cat. It was a cat. It was a cat.
Pusa da, pusa.
My pusa.
Mm.
Pusa.
So anyway, monster. Maybe I shouldn't have asked you guys.
That's what happens when you put us on the spot.
I know. Sorry, the game face is not on. We didn't lock TF in. But hey, you guys were a lot of fun to be with, of course. And it's just like student jock.
Sure. For
Swear.
today, sure.
Sometimes it's just like I still get confused for some reason because she looks so young and alive. But I feel like, girl, you're doing well. You're doing well, and like you have such a bright future ahead of you.
Hearing that from you.
It's
Making me
true.
blush.
It's true. And also, why ako talaga yung magbababay sa inyo individually. But yeah, I know I didn't spend a lot of time with Aubrey all that much. Only when you became the next new jock,
Right.
and then I would catch you after shows. Ganon.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
a lot of the times our schedules would be like, let's say I would come after you or you would come after me.
Mhm. Right. And then, but usually it's just like, because being the introvert that I am, I don't really spark conversations. Sometimes I'll just be like, hi, bye. Like it's really sometimes my radio self is not always my off air self. Let's just put it that
You're
way.
downplaying it so much. Like
I'm not-
literally Nikki comes after me and I'm like, hi Nikki. And just like, hi. That's a canon event. That happens a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Then I was gonna get dragged under the bus for this. No, but that's true. That's true. Because sometimes it's like sometimes I just took a nap.
Fair.
Because it's like it's like 1 or 2 a.m. 2 p.m. na here. When you reach a certain age, you just want to take a nap.
No,
Okay, let's
that's
be
fair.
real. Let's be real. Also, for Gail naman, you trained with me and Ria. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pandemic.
Yes, throughout the pandemic. Even before.
Yeah.
And she
before.
was part of the
Memes.
memes
Yeah.
also.
Oh yeah. We had one really big one with Gail. It was the
Was that the
The Valentine's Day one.
no. Yeah,
After
that
that.
one.
Oh no, the Marvels one.
The Marvel
the
Elevated
one.
Marvel
yeah.
one? Oh, I always love that.
Yeah.
Because it's like the engagement and the likes that had
No,
was
and
just crazy.
yeah, and also like honestly, the photos were so accurate.
Yeah.
Like side by side with the OG.
We were perfectionists.
Yeah. I remember like we did so many takes for
Yeah.
that one.
You're like,
The
yeah,
angles
move
and
here a little bit.
We
everything,
did,
yeah.
yeah. And then because we had like the original, and then we were like trying to, is it the same? And then, but I know what do you call this? The Valentine's one was like, I think you also had your short hair.
Oh
That
yeah.
was before my short hair. And then
Oh,
the
yeah.
Marvel.
The Marvel one was with short
Yeah.
hair.
Oh yeah.
That
So
was
it's
my
just
little boy moment.
yeah, and then
The
again.
first one. Yeah.
and then again.
Teenage boy na siya
Yeah.
ngayon.
And then, yeah, I remember the
Binata.
Valentine's card. What's this? What's the one? I forgot what my card said.
Susi ka ba? Kasi
Ah.
gusto kita i-kiss.
Hindi, yun yung sa'yo, di ba?
Yeah, mine was like with Ihe.
Oh, kasi
Kinikilig ako sa'yo.
Yeah.
That one. So yes, good time. Like the memes were pretty fun.
Yeah,
and
those
now,
are solid.
and then Gail, of course, is just like she's like in full bloom now. Kahit na she has the boycott, it still works for her.
TY,
Like-
TY, TY.
Like she keeps one of these days talaga magkakalbo siya. I'm not even joking.
Soon. For Halloween, you're gonna be there, di ba?
For Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said that.
Like,
That sounded like an
for
accusation.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Man, okay, I have to think about. I love how people plan for Halloween like way before.
Mhm.
Ako always like 3 days before. Like, I
My
don't
favorite like
know.
Halloween like costume of yours was the
Dancing
V-neck.
Queen.
No,
Ay,
the V-neck.
V-neck.
Si ano, Maleficent.
Malef.
Yes.
No,
Oh.
Si
Adams.
Adams.
Yes.
Morticia.
Yes.
Adams. Yeah. That was fun too. That was nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Gail now she's like, hosting. It's like when she's
Her.
not here, she's probably hosting. Or she's at the beach.
Or at Salcedo visiting you.
Or-
I do go to the Salcedo. It's only because of you.
Mm.
Yeah, even the one at like Magallanes, the anime convention or
Because of Nikki?
something. Yeah, for Nikki.
Like anime convention.
For the
Ah,
bagels.
the
You
sticker
sold
con,
bagels.
Sticker con.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Not
Thank you for
true.
pulling up.
Of course, always.
Yeah. All right.
Isn't this like the part where we're supposed to be like thanking you and stuff?
Yeah,
What?
I mean, so
Like,
Nikki would know
why?
also. No, so Nikki would know also that even if like she's not gonna be here anymore,
Yeah.
we're still gonna support her,
Right.
and we're still
thank
gonna expect
you.
her to.
Ano favorite memory mo? with
Favorite
Nikki?
memory?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Why?
Because like, okay, I went to the sticker con thingy
Uh-huh.
because I was trying to win you over.
You're trying to win her over?
Yes.
For what?
'Cause I was so scared of her.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Nikki.
Yes, that was insane.
It was like parang.
That's
You-
insane.
You were
Yeah.
intimidated by Nikki. when you
Yeah,
first-
'cause
What?
I trained under you, eh.
And
And
you
like
were-
whenever I'd bored, I would like be magulo and be makulit, and you're just gonna be like stern about it, and you're gonna be so strict. So I was like, so even when I was like a jock now, I was like still so scared.
May kwento si
To
Aubrey.
be fair,
Diba?
that is a that does happen. Like even with the student jocks, if yung mga nakasama ko, like my
Yeah.
batch, there's that level of intimidation when it comes to you, Nikki.
All right.
Not necessarily because you're hard on them, but because
Oh,
Oh.
wag
finish
na lang.
that.
No, but when you kwento na, when you open up to someone, especially like every Saturday evening,
Mm.
like after sound trip before, and now like after the weekender bender,
Mm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, so this is the real Nikki. I mean, like this is more of Nikki.
Yeah.
She's so vulnerable and we love it.
Yeah, naman. But yeah, actually the whole intimidation thing, like I get it, but also I guess it worked out for the best na rin because it's like you can do different strategies when you're training student jocks kasi. So, but now welcome to the family. Ganun. to Aubrey. She's not student jock, mental note.
Yeah.
Oh, Ria.
Oh.
Oh, ano na?
Ano?
Oh, ano na?
Ano?
No, so Ria was my first partner in Good Vibes after Alvin had left. And
Right.
big shoes to fill because Alvin had been there for like how many years? Handling
Yeah.
Good
Seven
Vibes.
yata, 8.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was kind of intimidating because I had just come in and then immediately I'm handed a show and I'm like, huh? But then also like I was told that like Rio was gonna be my partner also. So from there, like Rio was really the person who pushed me to
Aw.
do reels. Oh, not reels, memes.
Yeah.
She's like, give me to this. Because it usually would just be pictures, diba?
Yeah, the
Usually.
boring like in remember when we had the
template pa
old
ganon.
office?
Yes.
And then it had to be like in between the
In
two.
between.
Maganda
Cubicles,
lighting.
ganon.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
always that. Either
Yeah.
that or like by the
Right.
there.
Yes.
Sa likod, the
Yeah.
doves.
Yes.
So I was like, lame.
Yeah. And then I don't know. Well, I can't remember the first one that we did, but
Same.
eventually, like, it picked up,
Mm.
and then we just started doing like a bunch of random stuff that we would see, and then the whole Marvel thing happened, and then can I just share? Okay, we're gonna like I'm gonna share this one thing because like when we were doing Good Vibes, we were both new, and so we kind of didn't really know how also to navigate the show, so we just like laughing.
Oh yeah.
We just like laughing, diba? And so that was eventually that was a learning moment.
Oh my God.
for us.
I know exactly. Like, I was literally about to share this.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So we posted something. We posted. I think it was a meme or something. We posted online on Facebook, and then someone commented, "You guys can dig it if you want." Joke lang. Dig for it, because I think this person who commented on Facebook is a like big fan of Alvin, has followed Alvin.
Right.
Mhm.
And and Alvin is great. Alvin is like very conversational. He's very much like a yapper in his own right.
Mhm.
And so like with us being new, we were really sure. And then this person commented, where is Alvin?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Mhm.
I miss Alvin. Parang bakit na lang kayo tumatawa ng tawa? Parang
Yeah, it
something
was
like that.
something like this duo is one of the most annoying duos
Damn.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah, okay, so our reaction to that, was like, oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like where it didn't bother us. And then literally like, I don't know, 10 minutes after we were both kind of just quiet. Like Ria was boarding, I think. And then I was like, are you still thinking about it? We were both offended.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was just like that was a moment talaga. And we tried to avoid doing that in the future din
Laughing?
naman. No, I mean like we would laugh because our laugh would be like, you wanna sample? No, okay, that's
Oh
enough.
my
Okay, there we
gosh.
go. There. So it was like that. It was like
Brought me back.
yeah, and so we had no idea how to really manage the show. And then yun. So that comment happened. We got a little bit more conscious, and then eventually it was we were able to figure it out.
Mhm.
And then when we figured it out,
The
I got
fun-
paired to Chino. I got paired to JC.
Yeah, I mean, I think how we dealt with it was like we just kept the laughing off air.
Yeah, tried to.
Yeah.
Tried to.
Yeah,
But
you
then-
remember Justin Biba?
Biaba. Yeah. And then also anytime any one of us messes up, like we have to avoid looking
Yeah.
at each other. Because it's like even if you try and stifle the laughter, you see the stifling. So it's like
It makes it worse.
yes. So it's so hard. Like it was really hard to board with Ria in that sense lang. Because we couldn't just keep a straight face.
Yeah.
Or even like doing what was it?
Do you
Did we-
remember when I used to say Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
She run.
Yeah.
Surfaces.
Hey, that.
Your faces.
What? That.
Surfaces. Oh, and then okay, I don't mean
Valid,
to
valid.
drag everyone else under the bus, but JC, wait.
Alam ko to.
see Mabel
Mabel.
Mabel.
pala eh.
Oh.
with
I
Mabel.
thought she was an OPM artist. So kala ko Mabel.
Oh.
I've been
Yeah.
calling Mabel.
Ano man lang.
Si Ate Mabel.
Mabel
Tama.
pala.
Mabel.
Like they were here?
No, no.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah,
Were they here?
Surfaces. That was funny. But yes, a lot of super good memories, obviously from everybody. Rico Robles walked out. Sana naman okay lang.
Yeah.
Sa-
I found your Valentine's Day.
Okay, what is
reading.
it?
Akala ko sa ihi lang ako kikiligin. Sa urine pala. That was yours, Nikki.
Oh, okay.
That
It
was
wasn't as
yours.
funny as
I don't remember Ria's though. Nung makita kita, nalobat ako. You remember?
Nalobat
No?
ako.
Can you open it?
No,
Ay.
it's a screenshot. I don't know. But anyway, fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Hey, but when did you start here again, Nikki?
I started training Jan 2019. So 2018, I think around October. You
Mhm.
guys okay, so how I even found out there was an audition. 2018, around October, I was going out to publish on. I was in my
Mhm.
party era. And then
Love that.
on radio, they were listening at RX, and then there was like plug. There was a plug for
Mm-hmm.
the search for the next Monster
Monster
Jock audition.
Mhm.
Kinda. And then I remembered it even the next day, even when I was hungover. I was like, oh, okay. so I would deliberately like say, guys, I'm gonna work from home because I was working somewhere else. I was like, I'm gonna work from home, but then my work from home was like to go here so that I could like audition. And that was the first time I ever auditioned for anything, but
Mm.
without the expectation of like getting in, because I
Mhm.
was just like, just see what you can do, and
Yeah.
then just do whatever they ask you to do.
Yeah.
At least you can say that you tried.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then it was Sir Pipa. It was Sir P
Mm.
who interviewed me and then would text the messages. And then Sir P would like message me. I was shortlisted. I was like, oh, cool. But I like managed it. I'm like, okay, shortlisted, not final yet. Okay. So
Mhm.
just like let's see what you can do. And then it was a reading challenge. And then after that, there was a final interview with
Mhm.
like the final three.
Yeah.
And then eventually yeah, and then I found out like this was the final three, like you guys are all gonna get in. I was like, oh
And you're the only one who lasted.
well, yes,
Yeah.
apparently. So it is, yeah, it's crazy again, like you never really know where life takes you
Yeah.
unless you actually try
Yeah.
and shoot your shot and whatever. So but I've learned so much here. It's so wow, I felt
Yeah,
something.
man.
Uh-huh. 6
What are you gonna-
years.
what
I
are you gonna
can't
miss
look
the
at Rhea
most?
again.
Aw.
For a different reason. But it like I learned so much on yun na, ito na.
Oh, Nikki. It's 6 years of your life.
Let's go back to more music.
No.
Can someone talk over first? Okay, no, it's really nice to see you guys here. And it's also really nice to hear from the monsters who are listening. Because sometimes, especially if you're boarding by yourself, it's kind of crazy. Let me finish, Rico. It's kind of crazy because especially when you're boarding by yourself, you don't know, am I talking to myself or is someone actually listening, right? And so to hear, not hear, to like to read people's messages that I'm seeing online also and on the comments, it's really heartwarming. Na parang, oh, you have this impact. But even with student jocks also, it's really humbling to know the impact that you have had on people
Yeah.
and even people you've never even met, which is crazy. So I super appreciate like all the support and all the messages and all of the warm greetings from everybody. And all of you guys are just like so special to me. And this entire like chapter of my life is so special. Also, because again, like being on radio, like oh my god, like me being 11 years old, 11-year-old me, I should do that that reel of like, well, I can't like I'm gonna like I can't believe it's my last day on radio. You're on radio, but like with the older self, younger self, I'm making myself worse anyway. So anyway, you guys are all amazing. Rico Robles, thank you also, because I'm not joking. Because it's like, but yeah, I know. Don't judge me when I cry. Yeah, because also Rico, you also learn a lot because sometimes the way that he just talks on air, like I kind of patterned my way of talking to just like not like sup, not like that. Chia, listen. Oh my god.
I'm a monster.
so so like I learned how to be more of myself also with just seeing how relaxed Rico is also on air. And also with like and then not being learning to be less intimidated, especially when Chico is here. Because that 36-year-old man, he just really like sometimes even if he's very easy to talk to, it's just so it's still Chico. It's like it's still Chico in the room. But then like that was me in the beginning, especially when I did like the morning after training, and he would be here mga 5:30. Yeah, it was kind of like, and then you have to do your last goodbye, and he's just typing in his laptop for like top 10. And I'm just like, I hope he doesn't. I hope he likes my segue or gonna, or he doesn't say anything naman. He's just like he's super chill. So thank you. And I am just gonna say like it's been such a pleasure, and I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. I've had my heart broken a lot in this career also. And I've made mistakes also, but it's just, it's all part of life. Like you just really have to figure out like what to do next. And for me, that will be baking. And that will be coaching or something. So I'm super humbled by this experience and with the people who are here. I feel like I'm in the Academy Awards. I want to thank audiovisual communicators. No. And yes, to all of you monsters, really. And to all the people in front of me, to all the people in the office as well. And yeah, that's like, I had so much fun. And this is such a fun job. And I'm always going to love this job and this memory and experience. But don't worry, like even if I don't have a mic in front of me, I'll have a smaller one when I do like a TikTok or whatever. Because I gotta be a content creator now, guys. That's part of my new chapter na rin. So there we go. Without oh, ito na. Woo. All right. Here we go. Here we go, you guys. This is crazy. Okay. Let's do this, guys. Thank you again to everybody locked in. For the final time, this is Nikki Porter, host of Good Vibes, of Heard on Thursdays, and of The Deep Dish, officially signing off at RX93.1. But I will always be a monster. I love you guys.